I got something in my eye. Oh, God.
2020 presidential election. Make sure you go out there and vote. Or you could be a douchebag like me and may or may not vote.
I feel like we shouldn't be able to talk about it because we didn't vote.
A lot of people have that same mindset. I talked to people today, and you know, people are my friends, so I ask, hey, who'd you fucking vote for?
Yeah.
They're like, who did you vote for? And I tell them that I chose not to vote today or this year. And then they say, they're like, oh, you can't really talk about the game if you don't play, you know?
Yeah, true.
And I mean, that's fair, but then again, I do pay taxes, so I could say whatever the fuck I want to say.
That too. Yeah, unless we like start a revolution and overthrow the government, then we could really talk about it.
This is the reason why we left. Texas, secede again.
Right.
We can't, by the way, but that'd be cool.
Oh, we can.
That would be
believe.
cool.
Yeah, I really do believe. So, it's been a boring few days, I guess.
It's been kind of lame. Nobody's been looking at the news.
Nothing's going on.
Don't know
really.
what to watch on TV.
I got something in my fucking eye. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. It looks like
He's
I'm
just
crying.
so emotional about the election.
4 more years. 4 years. I'm playing both sides, so I always come out on top. It's always Sonny's kind of tactic. It always works.
You know what's interesting? The Libertarian Party.
Oh, I always say I'm a social conservative libertarian. That is what I define myself.
That's brilliant. How come? All right. How come nobody? Is it mainstream media? They don't promote these guys?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. It's just there's no money in it for them.
Gosh,
because they're getting paid by
Yeah.
either Democratic Party or the Republican Party, who's working together. Let's be honest, y'all. Like, let's be honest. If we're being honest.
If we're being honest right now, I never liked you, Ryan.
Honest time. My eye. Oh yeah, it already hurts.
Honestly, I got diseases in my eye. But no, the Libertarian Party, it's from the research I've done on it, which is not a lot, but it's enough, I feel. It's pretty like, they say it's socially liberal, which is fair, but it's economically conservative, which is fair.
And that's why we were just talking about it. I was like, this is why I like Democrats, this is what I like Republicans. That's what the Libertarian Party is.
My gay best friend has 17 guns.
Right.
Libertarian.
He sells weed.
He sells weed.
And he's a Christian.
He goes to church on Sunday.
Right.
Man.
That's where a lot of his clients are.
Man.
Yeah, I've liked the Libertarian Party since Ron Paul. And then Ron Paul, he predicted the collapse in 2008. Like, it's crazy. His record of, like, being able to predict stuff.
Yeah.
Is
He was a Libertarian candidate?
Yeah. Back in 08. I believe.
Yeah, it was always the big crash was 08.
Yeah. Well, that was the crash. It might have been election. I can't remember which election
it was. 8 because it was 8, 12, 16.
Yeah.
So or unless it was 4. No, 4 was George W. Bush.
I think that's when it was.
Oh, it might have been.
That's when he was running.
God, you remember that? We were young.
Yeah.
We were in 4th grade.
I was just telling my friend, I was like, I was that weird kid that would stay up watching an election. And like, my parents never really voted.
You're like 12, you're like, I don't like that guy.
Right? I could remember staying up
like
watching the election, just being fascinated by politics and being fascinated by law and stuff like that for whatever reason. Just was always into it.
Was there a specific reason why you chose not to vote this year?
I really didn't feel like my vote mattered. Yeah.
That's fair.
And also I didn't like either of them.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You know what pisses me off?
Kanye West.
I like his old songs.
Yeah.
Gold Digger. Oh god,
yeah.
the people go nuts when we play that song.
Yeah.
But you know,
and he produces all his songs too. He makes all his own music and
That's
everything.
fair.
A lot of people don't realize that about him. Like, he is
fair.
a genius. Like, when it comes to music, just music. Kanye, right?
Nothing else. Oh shit, what was I gonna say? Where people are like, it seems that a lot of these people, and I could be wrong, but I fucking doubt it. It seems like a lot of the people and a lot of the, the Democratic representatives and the left side people, the blues, are voting against Trump rather than for somebody else.
Yeah, trying to vote him out. That's what they've been saying and stuff like that.
I don't know. For me, I want to believe in somebody and want them to be my leader. I don't want to be like, oh, this guy's the lesser of two evils.
Exactly.
So
that's why I didn't vote. It felt like the lesser of two evils.
Oh, man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The whole system. The reason why I didn't vote, if anybody was wondering, is I don't know, man. I feel like the American system in general, I do not really like. I really dislike how we handle the public school system.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the collegiate system that we have going, and I definitely don't like the Food and Drug Administration. Being a fitness professional,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, it cost me $7 to get a double meat burger at a fast food burger joint, but it cost me $8 to get a small salad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you go across the pond, you go to France or what have you, and yes, there's benefits and disadvantages everywhere, but you go across the pond anywhere in Europe, and cheese is 50 cents on the wheel on the side of the street.
Yeah.
Fresh cheese,
Fresh milk, unpastured milk. Yeah, and then they try to debate it by saying like, well, you're investing in your future when you buy the salad, because in the long run, if you buy the burger, you're going to be paying hospital bills and stuff like that. So that's what they say. And then water's more expensive and stuff like that than soda. That's always weird. It's like, doesn't it take more time to like make soda than it is water and stuff?
It's because I don't know. It's a system, man. It's a. I don't think there's systemic anything particular, but the system in general, what we cater to, and it's all media. We're promoting Dr. Peppers, and I love Dr. Pepper. Not a sponsor. I wish. I love Dr. Pepper, but hey, man, it's sugar. Sugar's addictive, and people take advantage of that. And
it's more addictive, and more people are addicted of it, and it's harder to kick than cocaine.
Dude,
yeah.
Sugar's killed my whole family. My dad's side of the family, he had 5 brothers and sisters. He's the only one left.
Diabetes.
Yeah. They all died sub 60.
Heart disease.
One of them got their legs cut off.
That's sugar. Like what? Those are
sugar, mate.
2 biggest killers in America: diabetes
sugar.
and heart.
Yeah. God, man.
And then also, if you look at how much, so if you look at 1 pack of sugar, it's like, and they put it out.
Like a pile, right?
Yeah, no, just 1 little pack of sugar. You take the sugar cane, it's like 40 of those. And so because like the way they eat sugar canes, they just like chew on it and stuff like that. Yeah. So imagine eating 40 of those in 1 little packet and stuff like that. I forget I might be exaggerating, but I remember just it being a ridiculous number of just how much sugar is extracted.
And that's the American system. We're very gluttonous.
Yeah.
But on a positive, instead of bashing America,
right?
This is why we chose. We exercised our right to not vote.
Yeah.
This year.
That's all right.
Which is fair. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't, and I feel bad because, I used to feel bad because I had a lot of military friends, and what I mean, they'd pull the card. Oh, people fought for your freedom, there is no argument in that. That's fair.
Sometimes.
But
there's an argument sometimes. What are we doing over here? Oil?
Right. Muhammad Ali said, "Ain't no Viet Cong call me the N-word."
Yeah.
So I'm like,
he has no problem with them.
Then again, I don't. I wasn't the biggest fan of Ali's political stance, but
praise Allah.
I mean, Elvis joined. Oh,
yeah. But did he really? I feel like they just kind of used him as a promotional tool. You know what I mean?
He may or may not have been a promotional tool, but he did go over there, and he did.
He went to Hawaii, right?
No, he was in Germany. Oh, that's where I met his 14-year-old future wife.
Oh yeah,
they were in Germany. I'm a big Elvis fan, guys. So. I know everything about.
I don't know. I always because they really showed it when he was like, you know what I mean?
It was the celebrity going to. He trades the sideburns for combat boots. You know what I mean? Like jeez.
He did look good in uniform though. It
was high and tight. He was like, right. Hold on, guys. Let me. We're about to go to war, but we got to sing a jingle before to get pumped up.
Yeah. I just don't like it when they say like, I don't make the laws. I just enforce it. You know what I mean? Like.
Are you talking the military?
Anything like that. You know what I mean? Just like the rules and stuff.
Like
I don't believe in this law, but I have to enforce it. Like a lot of cops will say stuff like that, and you're like, then why? Like, don't you feel like your rights kind of taken away at that point? And like, I don't know.
I never thought about that.
I don't know. That's just the way I've always felt about it and stuff.
What do you think about when the, people say like you can't talk shit if you don't vote? What do you think about that?
I mean,
you could. You can
have
talk shit
discussion.
You know what I mean?
But a lot of these people, they don't vote during they only vote during the presidential election. They don't vote for like other little stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think it was like
the primaries or something lower.
Yeah, just little stuff like
state.
Even in your neighborhood, like little HOA stuff. Like a lot of people don't even vote for
Honestly,
that.
I can't stand fucking Karen, Lisa. She's a fucking bitch. And
right. No,
I'm not voting for her.
in Timberwood Park, they have HOH meetings and stuff, and like there was times where there would be fist fights and shit like that, like straight up feuds and stuff.
God damn, we don't want a freaking
Right.
bench in the middle of the street.
I know, right? Yeah, and I got in there, like I didn't even know what we were fighting for or anything. I was just like, all right, there's a fight going on. No, but
You just
for real,
like to fight, man.
yeah,
God
for
damn,
real.
your eye, dude. You keep blinking.
Yeah, dude, it hurts so bad. I do not know what the fuck is in it. I work outside a lot. Something's in my eye right now, and I can't see anything out of it. I might need to
Allergies.
go back to the doctor.
There may be allergies, a plethora.
Yeah, give me a second. Keep talking.
So I'm gonna recite a sonnet that I. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy how people. I really don't trust people who are 100% sure or unsure of everything. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like if you're 100% certain on something, whether it be I believe 100% or I don't believe 100%, I don't trust that person, man, because it's you can't find 100% in anything.
I was just talking to my friend about this. Like, people who think they know usually know the least.
That's exactly right.
And I learned this from playing drums and music and stuff. I get excited when I don't know something or I'm wrong. Because I'm like, there's just a chance to learn and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when I be looking up like drum lessons and stuff, I'm like, oh, I could play that. I'm like, oh shit, I can't play that. What is this? I'm like, oh fuck yeah, like this is good.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's exciting to me.
If you ask the smartest minds in the world, Neil deGrasse Tyson comes to mind. Jordan Peterson comes to mind.
Einstein
Einstein
Yeah.
comes to mind. You ask them about their field. You ask Neil deGrasse Tyson, hey, do you know everything about astronomy, astrophysics? You know everything about it? First thing he's going to say is like, I know how much I don't know.
Yeah, like something like that.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I mean, that's fair. So whenever I see, and I hate to bag on the Christians, but I was brought up in a standard Christian upbringing, and they're just so, and I understand faith and everything, but they're just so, I know I'm going somewhere.
Yeah.
I know I'm going when, nobody really knows.
Oh, I know. I know one of us is going to hell in this room. It ain't me.
Probably me. I had a good life,
Right.
but all the fun people are in hell.
Yeah. I heard a song. I was like, that was
Elvis is
good
in
lyrics. What was it like? I don't want to go to heaven if I ain't raised in hell or something like that. It was like something like that. Or
Yeah.
like, I want to go to heaven, but I must have raised hell first or something like that. And
Yes.
I've always thought, I've thought this about mushrooms when I take them. You have to go through hell to get to heaven. Because the first part of mushrooms for me is always just like, I feel sick. Why am I such a bad person? This is terrible. Like I'm
It's
thinking,
hallucinogenic.
yeah, and like it's therapy. You kind of like go through everything you've done bad. Like why do I react this way to certain things? And then once you get past through all of that, then you're at the peak, and then you just like kind of float down like a feather, and you're just like, oh, like I have so much to live for. Like I do so many things. I work out. I try to eat right. Like I play music. Like you see all the good opportunities you have in life. Mushrooms.
I got to do mushrooms.
Yeah. Oh, they're amazing. Yeah. And I stopped doing like hard drugs and everything. I never really did like hard drugs, but like party drugs.
You can't like, can you like die from mushrooms? It's food, no? It's a poison.
Yeah.
If you get a bad one, no? Or I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
You have to be careful. I'm not 100% sure on that. Like,
Don't take our word for it.
they always say you have to get a little bit sick on it in order to get like the high from it. So you do kind of have like this nauseous thing.
Yeah.
But like carbonated sodas, anti-nauseous pills always help me. Like I like ginger ale soda. That like I've noticed that makes me the least sick. But you do definitely have that like it's like I said, it's like a therapy session in your head.
Yeah.
It's just like you're talking to your subconscious, and it's awesome.
Is that legal in? Is that legal? Like in Colorado?
In California, it is. And then I believe Hawaii too, because Hawaii, like almost all psychedelics are legal there under the university and stuff like that for studies.
Oh.
That's why Terrence McKenna studied there. And there's a guy here that also was a professor in Hawaii for biology and stuff like that. And biology is plants.
Biology is study of life, so I'm guessing plant would be.
Like
I'm sure there's a subcategory.
Yeah, but yeah, so environmental biology, I believe, environmental science or something like that. But yeah, yeah, and it's crazy. Like when you take it, like when you first smoke weed, you're like, why the fuck is this illegal? Like you heard so many bad things about it, and you're like, alcohol gets me more fucked up. Like
Dude, that's so interesting.
Right?
Man.
I've never blacked out from
I'm telling you,
smoking
mate,
weed.
it's the the American societal system is just interesting. Yeah.
Once drugs becomes legal,
very interesting.
the cartel dies down, then there's no more need for the DEA. So that's why it's legal, because it's still funding the DEA and still funding. It's politics.
That sucks. It's politics, right?
Right? Yeah.
Fuck me, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We said
Jinx, you owe me cocaine.
Cocaine.
Right? You can't talk until I say your name, Daniel.
Hey.
Fuck.
From Bedazzled. ¿Qué es eso? Es azúcar. Ahí no. Cocaine.
Such a great movie.
The best movie.
Oh, we were just talking about Khabib and GSP.
Oh man,
coming out of retirement. Because I would retire for some money. You know what I mean? Because that's a big fight.
So who do you just straight up? Who do you think wins that fight?
Khabib. I really do.
You think Khabib wins?
Yeah. Khabib or Habib?
Habib. Well, it's spelled Khabib, but
Okay.
it's pronounced Habib.
Well, I'm American, so it's Khabib.
I call him kebab.
And we pronounce our E's and R's, okay?
Khabib
Nagger.
Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, but so you think GSP?
Oh yeah, I think GSP. He's just he's a bigger guy.
Yeah.
And Habib, what does he do? He mauls you, right? He grabs you, he puts you on the fence, he holds you. Well, George is bigger. He's the biggest guy he'd ever. But Habib does train with.
And you hear a
Rockhold
lot of people say like,
yeah,
it feels like he's three weight classes up. He feels like a 205er and stuff like that.
But in competition, I've only seen him fight small guys. You know what I mean?
Who?
Habib.
Oh yeah.
So George, I would have to give it to George, especially in the striking realm.
Mm-hmm.
And Habib's not going to light up George on the feet, so I don't think George has a problem with that. I think George does a lot. If you watch George carefully, I've seen every single one of his fights, and he always has a little bit of trouble with strikers.
Mm-hmm.
And Habib's far from striker. So
has he ever wrestled a guy like Khabib though?
I don't think he has at his tenacity and his pace.
Because you
can't simulate that in the gym.
I'd like to think I can like outstrike Khabib, I can sprawl and stuff like that, but I know what's gonna happen.
And honestly, that's the cool thing about Habib. He's a specialist.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna go out there and fucking box you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's gonna go out there and maul you. Yeah.
But hey, GSP is that smart. Like he is always getting better.
And he's the IQ, and it's crazy because he hasn't taken a lot of damage. And
when he fought, whatchamacallit?
Towards the end of his career, Hendricks fucked him up. Yeah,
he hits like a truck.
He hits like a big
like
rig.
Ice pack and everything.
I won the fight, but he hit like a big rig.
Right, for real.
That's his nickname, man.
Yeah, it was crazy. That was a surprising win. I remember that fight because I felt Hendricks won that one.
Hendricks won.
I
wasn't complaining.
I was watching with my ex-girlfriend, and I was like, "Man, Hendricks beat him." And then they're calling it, and I'm like, "I think they're gonna give it to GSP." Like I called it right before. I was like, "I have a feeling they're gonna give it to GSP." And then there goes where he's like, "Oh," and falls on the ground and stuff.
Bad, man. GSP knows he may have lost that fight.
I don't think that. I think some of those guys, they just have to mentally just be like, "No, I won." Like no matter what. Maybe. Like who just fought that
Lomachenko?
Yeah, Lomo. Yeah, like he was the same way. He's like,
he won?
Yeah. He was like, "Yeah, I beat him." Like,
God dang.
I was like, did you?
I gave that fight to Teofimo. But so gun to your head, you think Khabib wins by
How much younger is he
decision?
also?
Oh man, George, last time he fought, I think George was like 35, 36. And that was in 2017, so George is probably like late 30s now, and Khabib is 32.
31, 32-ish. Yeah. Probably fight when they're 33, 40.
So,
yeah.
What do you think? Gun to your head, do you think Khabib wins?
Yeah.
By...
Man.
I don't think he finishes George. He's not going to submit him.
I'm thinking, has he ever been submitted?
No. George has been submitted.
Yeah, he has, right?
No, he's been stopped by punches.
No, but
he got armbarred.
Yeah, by the little short
Matt
guy,
Hughes.
Weidman? No.
Matt Hughes.
It was
Matt Hughes armbarred him. Matt Serra TKO'd him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He lost to the two Matts. Came back and beat them twice.
Yeah. That's the thing, too. Like, when he loses, he's able to come back smarter from it. And do you think he's studying him? Because I don't think he is.
I don't think... honestly, it's going to sound really weird, but it makes sense because he's so specialist at something. But there's not much to study with Khabib. There really is not.
Yeah, it's real basic. But that's
very basic. He's just so good at what he does. You're not going to stop it. So I think the only way to beat Khabib, if you're his size, is a one-shot pop, like a one-shot knockout. Mm-hmm. And I think the person that has the best chance of doing that is like Conor McGregor or somebody like that, who can just one-shot him. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You would have to have someone with good wrestling, too. Like, who's a good wrestler /
I think Tony Ferguson's a great matchup for him.
That would be... They never fought, right?
Nope.
Yeah, that's right. They're supposed to. Tam Planet, gang. Dang.
I think that would have been a great matchup because Tony invites to be on his back. He's winning when he's on his back. You know what
I mean, I love his style. Like, and I'm kind of glad I didn't wrestle in high school because we didn't have a wrestling team yet at Smith Valley, but they do now. But they didn't. I wanted one, but wrestlers, when they come in the gym, like, they take me down. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. Like,
Thanks.
Right,
I didn't want to have to pull guard, jump him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and me and Sean, we call it a reverse takedown, pulling guard. It's not pulling guard, it's a reverse takedown.
So crazy though. In MMA, that's so disadvantaged because of the strikes.
Yeah, and
then
then
I'm like, get the fuck up now.
And they also look at it as a takedown, so they're gonna score against it.
Exactly.
Where I mean, that could fuck up Tony because like if it goes the distance, and then who was it when Conor McGregor fought Nate Diaz the second time? He was kind of pulling guard a lot and stuff. So they saw that we knocked him down. He was like, well, no, I was pulling guard. Like I'm trying to invite him into my guard. Yeah, that would be a great fight. I could see that. Yeah, you're right. And he's such a weird striker too. The weirdest guy ever.
Talking about Khabib?
No, Tony.
Oh, Tony. Oh,
yeah.
My God, yeah. He hits you with like his elbows and shit,
right?
Like from odd angles. It'd be very, very interesting to see those two matchups. I think Khabib wins that fight, but no, I think the more realistic fight is Khabib coming back because his dad wanted him to go 30-0.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of murderer. No, I feel like a lot of that would ride on his mind too. Like he would kind of be praying a lot. He's
Muslim
as well, right? Yeah. Praise Allah.
Are you Muslim?
I'm everything. like I look.
It is I.
Right.
I am me. I am it.
I am God. But
you know, the Christians are created in His likeness and image. If you follow Christianity, so technically we are a walking God.
Like I said, I do like the coexist. I kind of like that a little bit. But I do like to like study different religions and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, there's so many good fighters that are Muslim. Like, let me see what this is about for a second. You know what I mean? And so strict.
They sold their soul. I'm
so strict. No drinking or anything like that. Very strict diets and stuff like that. So I'm like, man, like it makes sense.
Yep.
They just got a bad rap because like a lot of extremists and everything like that. And they're like you were saying about Christians, like there is extremists. They're like, no, I know everything and stuff like that.
It's so crazy to me. Man. It's interesting to me how somebody could be so sure. I don't know if it's delusion. I don't want to call it that, but it may or may not be that.
I remember my dad calling when we were Jehovah Witnesses. My dad would be like, "It's a healthy brainwash." What they're doing, like in a way, like it's trying to make you a good.
It's like,
person.
Hey, be nice to people, but fucking if you don't.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about being a Jehovah Witness. There is no hell or anything like that.
There isn't?
Yeah, I don't think you killed it. I got it. No, I already got it. It was right behind you. Yeah, there's no hell. Like there's either you were a bad person and you're not getting resurrected, and then
it's like a reincarnation.
Yeah, no, well you're resurrected into the paradise.
Okay. When you pass, you go to paradise.
Yes, but when you pass, you're conscious of nothing unless you're the anointed, and there's only 144,000 people that are anointed that are going to become angels and fight in God's battle against Satan and stuff like that. And they really believe that because that's what it says in the Bible.
Members?
No.
If you overqualified.
Yeah, no. And the thing too, a lot of people like because you have like a vision or something. There's like kind of like a test that happens, and they're like, "Oh, you are one of the anointed stuff." But there's going to be crazy people that believe they're the anointed stuff. And then
hey, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So how do you can't become anointed? They're already anointed.
Yeah, you just like you're anointed and stuff like that. Yeah, and then
does anybody keep a tally of all the people?
So Jehovah Witnesses, they do like to like mess with numbers and stuff like that. And then I remember it was like 5 years ago or something. There was like there's only like 300 left to be up 144,000 and stuff. Yeah, so you're like, oh shit, yeah, that's what they were saying. But yeah, but they also believe the world.
Is there politics in there?
No,
like
not really.
No, like he's not anointed. He can't even do a push-up.
No, well, you're not allowed to vote if you're a Jehovah's Witness. You're not allowed to celebrate holidays. You're not allowed to be political. You're not allowed to do any of that. Like that's all worldly. That's all pagan. That's not God.
I mean, they're not wrong. Yeah, it is worldly.
Because I mean, look at Trump supporters right now. They are worshiping Trump.
Right?
And then some crazy lefties too. They're worshiping Biden and stuff.
Yeah.
And
they hate Trump.
Yeah. I mean,
interesting.
But if you're a Christian and you're worshiping Trump, God's not gonna like that. You know what I mean?
I did read in the Bible. I don't remember where it was, but it did say that God, he's a very selfish God. He wants you and only you. No false prophets, no false idols, which is fair. If I was God, I'd want you to.
Yeah. The 10 Commandments. Which one's the first one?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Thou shalt not
sleep with another man's wife?
No.
Unless she wants it?
No.
I call that the jackpot.
No, guess again. Thou shalt not
steal. Murder.
No, it's actually thou shalt not worship anyone else.
Is it really?
Yeah, the second one.
I said all the other ones.
The second one is?
Murder?
No, thou shalt only worship me. The third one is. It's weird. He's like a little bit. What is it called? Credit to the editor and the.
He's like, one, you're not gonna worship anybody. Two, you're only gonna worship me. And in case I wasn't clear,
right? No false idols. Like it's just all about like you better worship me. Like
it's like a subcategory. Like the first one's like the first three are just basically getting the.
And I think it's like number 7 is thou shalt not kill. So I'm like, now we're gonna get that. Like Jesus, dude. Yeah, but it's
really?
Jesus.
Is it really like that?
It really
Holy
is. Like,
moly!
How we gotta talk about it? Oh my God,
we're all over the place on this one. Election day, you don't know what's coming. You don't know if the British are coming. You don't know what's coming. Speaking of, I was talking to my good friend Don. What, you got it?
Yeah. Oh. No, give me a second. My eye is just so.
I was talking to my good friend Don Chambers, 65 years old man, one of my best friends of all time. He was telling me like the warrior race in people. For example, the Russians. They're just a different type of white guy. You know what I mean? Like you get an American white guy, he's kind of, you know what I mean? He's normal. But a Russian white guy, he's just like a hard exterior.
Oh Jesus, that's my biggest
Siberian,
fear. If I have to fight a Russian, that's my biggest fear.
Dude, but so we were talking about other dormant breeds of warrior in people nowadays. For example, like the Swedes and the Nordic people, the Swedish, the Scottish, the Norway, they're all freaking Vikings, man. Deep down.
Oh yeah, I've heard it before. The Swedish are very aerodynamic. Just look at them.
They're very like
aerodynamic.
They're meant for freaking attack.
Look at their face. They just are. Who says that? Theo Von. He says that.
Well, you may not be Alexander Gustafson's freaking long and skinny.
So the 10 Commandments. So it starts with.
Okay. Oh God.
Do not worship any other god. 1.
Okay.
Do not make any other idols. 2. Do not misuse the name of God. 3. Keep the Sabbath holy. 4. And then
Sabbath is 7
and then
day, right?
now 5. Honor your father, thou mother. 6 is not murder. 7. Do not adultery. 8 steal. 9 lie.
Wait, what's 8?
8 do not steal.
Steal.
Yeah.
Okay.
9 don't lie, and then 10 do not covet.
Covet?
Yeah, I think that's gluttony or something like that.
Oh, like don't be a selfish prick.
I don't know, but yeah.
The first 3 are basically the same.
Right. So there's only like.
He's like, I only got freaking 8 commandments. I could stretch out these first 2.
Oh gosh.
He wrote 8 and he's like, fuck. 8's kind of weird. We need 10.
Right, 10's a good round number. What else?
Let's stretch out the top 2.
Right. A little credit to the author. Just the beginning.
Freaking Moses or whoever wrote the damn thing.
Yeah, Moses. He went up there.
It's Moses, right?
Yeah, he went up there. It took him, I forget. It wasn't 40 days. He was in the
That's
desert.
Noah.
Yeah, but he went up there, and then it was like a long climb. It was like a week or something. And he comes down, and they made a golden cow. And he gets pissed off, and he throws the commandments down on the ground, and they break. He's like, fuck, now I gotta go back up there. So he has to go back up there and get him again and come back down.
Poor guy. He must have not been that big because he's a Indian guy or something, or an Egyptian guy or something?
Yeah.
Those guys aren't the biggest.
Like a Jewish Egyptian.
Like a Jewish Egyptian. Yeah, those guys are what, like 5'7", 5'8"?
Yeah, they're very Jewish.
He's like, fuck. I bet he wasn't on it. Speaking of, our sponsor for today is On It. No, I'm just kidding. Not yet, soon.
Oh my gosh. Can I get like some like Benadryl sponsors or something? Jesus Christ. These allergies are fucking killing me. My God.
I was looking up a lot of like ancient what's the word? Not archaeological discoveries that not a lot of people know about. There's been like a baby woolly mammoth discovered recently.
Oh yeah. The frozen one?
Yes, he was frozen and it's like fully preserved.
Yeah, so cool. So fucking
Mate,
cool.
Oh my goodness, they're able to like potentially replicate his DNA and clone him to make another and put him in an elephant.
Yeah,
and have the mammoth grow through the elephant.
And then also the fucking trying to make chickens into dinosaurs and stuff. That's going down right now.
That's so nuts.
Like, did they not make movies about this already? Did we not learn? Come on, yo.
Dude, I've been so much on. There's a YouTube channel called What If and also Life's Biggest Questions. I've been obsessing. They're little 3-minute skits like, what if the president died tomorrow? Or
speaking of death, I've been watching their last 24 hours. So it's like musicians in their last 24 hours.
Oh, that's freaky.
Good documentaries.
For next time. Election day, guys. It's all over, so we waiting to see the results.
It's all over. This podcast was all over the place. It all makes sense, all right?
Just like America. We'll see you guys.
Fucking eye.